I admit, is completely unfair. I joined Twitter about a month ago, and I went from 0 followers to almost 700 followers in a matter of weeks. How can a person who's completely brand new to Twitter just explode in growth? Now, the strategies I'm about to tell you is strategies that I got from like experts. The 4 strategies I'm about to tell you is tried and tested. I actually still use all 4 of these strategies, so you know they are not bullshit. And the weird thing is this, you might already know the first 3 strategies, and the thing is you might also be applying them every day, but the reason they are not working is because of the 4th and last strategy that I'm about to tell you. And no, I'm not purposely doing it. I'm not purposely putting like the most important strategy at the last. Like, you actually have to do all 3 strategies first, then use the 4th strategy to make all the 3 work. So it's not I'm putting it as last and like, saying, just stay tuned until the end of the video. No, this is actually, all 4 is actually important. It's step by step. I'm just have to assume that your branding is on point. If you don't know how to do branding, I'll make a future guide on how to like brand your Twitter profile and stuff, and I'll do like case studies and stuff. But for now, I'm just going to assume that your branding's on point. Now, the first strategy is a cheat code, because this strategy is what got me from 0 followers to my first 100 followers really quickly. It's a strategy I call the interaction hour. So what you're supposed to do is you create a timer, a 60-minute timer. Now you don't need a physical timer. You just go to Google and just type 60-minute timer, and it's just right there. So for this 60-minute, you have to do this once per day, or you can split up to 30 minutes per day. All I want you to do is go to your homepage on Twitter and interact with as many people as possible. And you might already know this strategy, but there's some extra stuff I want to add. You have to follow the 80-20 rule. 80% of the interaction you want to create is from people in your niche. So if you're a video editor, only interact with video editors, like the 80% of your efforts. And the 20% effort, I want you to interact with like the memes, like the funny videos and stuff. Reason I say this is because you want to like tell the Twitter algorithm that you are a video editor. So most of the things you do, you want to like interact with the people in your niche and like get your name out there. The 20% is just like a kind of like toss in the wind kind of thing. Go to the mainstream stuff and comment on it, and you'll get more views than it usually does. I have 2 viral replies so far. Like, one of them has like 30+K impression. The other one is like 26K impression and stuff. And I realized after I get viral the tweet, I get a lot more followers in a short time span. But you don't really want a lot of those, because like you want to have your followers filled with like prospects and like maybe other video editors. You don't want like a random person following you. It doesn't really help you that much. And also, the most important thing, I see a lot of people do this strategy, but they don't fucking apply this technique. Do not be a bot. What I mean by that is, don't comment on people's posts and just like type this kind of like W or good work G or some shit. You actually want to put effort into your replies. Like, actually try to provide value in it. What I mean by that is that if you see a video editor having like a before and after, edit, actually try to like do a helpful critique. If you don't like his sound design, say it. Say, I don't like this sound design, this timestamp, you can do this better. Actually provide value, because if you're doing that, people are actually going to like look at your profile and check you out. And this is how you like get people looking at your stuff. So do not be a bot. And another tip I would say is to use emojis, and like, I wouldn't say I wouldn't use GIFs, because GIFs are kind of like cheap replies. Use emojis and to spice up your replies. Like, say like, after you make a reply, just put an emoji somewhere, but don't do this too often, you get annoying. So yeah, that's strategy number 1. Set a 1-hour timer every single day, and I want you to do this for 1 month straight. And strategy number 2 is kind of a very difficult strategy, because I do not know how to like teach this. It came naturally to me after like scrolling to Twitter and like studying other people. So I cannot really teach it, but I can like kind of guide you through it. Number 2 is to make quality posts. Now, I see a lot of video editors, or I see a lot of like copywriters and stuff. They make like complete bullshit posts, like saying, hey, I went to school today and I did this. Literally nobody gives a shit. You want to create posts, it's hard to say. Like, the only thing I could say is try to study my post. Like, my post right now, in this very moment that I uploaded this video, is all high quality. As in, like, I make a post that is related to the video editing thing. And if you realize, this is the most important thing. If you realize, I add a CTA, a call to action, at the end of my post, like every single post. I'll ask a question. It's like example, like I make a post, I post an edit of mine. Then at the end of the post, I will say like, is this worth $10? Or how much should I charge for this? Or how much do you think I charge it? Or how long do you think the edit is? It's just any type of question that is like kind of interesting. The reason you do this is because you want people to engage with your post. Comments are basically like boosters. If somebody click on your post and comment on it, your post will just you'll just tell the algorithm and your post will get boosted up to the top. So you want people to comment on your post. Likes matters, but not really. Like likes is the least things that matter. Then it goes to like comments, then like retweets. And if the person click on your profile, that's the best. If a person see your post, thinks that interesting and clicks on your profile and stays there for a certain amount of time, your post will get boosted up to the top. Make a quality post. I can't really say how. You just need to like study other viral posts and maybe see my post in my profile. And I really don't mind if you copy me because I also like get inspiration from other people. So everybody is copying each other, but you need to still like an artist. You don't want to copy me word by word. Put your own spin into it. Put your own like finesse into it. Create a quality post. Put a question or CTA at the end of your post. And I got this question like recently. This guy was creating quality posts. He put CTA in all his posts. His posts are like quality, but they're not really getting a lot of impressions. So he asked me, hey, we are doing the same thing. What am I doing wrong? I click on his post and I immediately noticed the problem. He made his post in paragraphs, like one block of fucking text. Nobody's going to read that. You want to structure your post in a way that's like pleasing to the eye. What I mean is like one sentence. You want to try to avoid 2 sentences in a row because it's just not pleasing to the eye and people will just scroll through it. People have short attention spans. Try as much as possible to create 1 sentence liners. And if it seems awkward and you really need to do 2 sentences, do 2 sentences. But I really wouldn't go more than 2. So like 1 is a good spot. 2 is like you can do it, but don't do it too often. And 3 is just a big no-no. And don't be discouraged because like it took me, even though I have a talent for writing, it took me about like 3 weeks to really like optimize my post. So if your first dozen of posts fail, which mine did, do not be discouraged. You'll get better with every single post. So don't be discouraged. And number 3, and this is something you will not like me to say, buy Twitter Premium. I got my first 200 followers on Twitter without Twitter Premium. But I saw this post and people were telling me, like saying like, you need to buy Twitter Premium. It will 2 times your post engagement. And I don't know if that was true or not because like everybody's telling me this. There are like other people like study the Twitter algorithm, the codes, and saying that Twitter Premium actually time to your visibility of your posts. It's only like, I don't know how much is it for you guys. I forgot how much I'm paying for it too. It's like 15 USD a month. 15 USD investment a month, honestly, is worth a try. So what I did is I bought Twitter Premium. Mind you, I'm a broke editor. So it was painful. So I bought Twitter Premium and I don't know if this is coincidental or not, but my profile start getting more viral because at the same time, I was posting more quality posts. So I don't know if it's because of Twitter Premium, does it help or not? But I realized after I buy it, like my posts start getting more traction, I can start getting more followers. And it's also kind of like human psychology. Like nobody wants follows an unverified guy. And I know like some people out there, like the outspoken one in the Twitter reply saying, oh, I will just follow anyone. I really don't care if you have like verification or not. But the thing is, most people, they'll feel more incentive to follow you if you have the blue tick there. So do get verified. It takes about like a week or more than a week to get verified. Just fork out the money. It's hard, I know. The 4th and the most important strategy out there. The thing is, I see so many people use the 3 strategies that I just laid out and they gain about like 100 followers, 150 followers, 200 followers. And after that, they kind of bottleneck. They do not really start growing anymore and they stop. And the 4th strategy is not what you're taking. I'm not saying do not stop and be consistent. No, that's not what I'm going to say. I'm not going to say like some bullshit like that. I realized every single one of them who failed have something in common, and this thing that in common, I literally do not see anybody preaching it. So the 4th and the most important strategy to make the first 3 strategy work is to connect with your audience. I see like people like they interact an hour a day, they make quality posts. Everything behind it is empty. Like they interact with people, but is empty meaning behind it. They make quality posts, but it's just like short adrenaline, like short dopamine hit posts, and it's empty behind it. So what do I mean by connect with your audience? I know it's funny, but you need to find your own niche. So I'll just give me as an example. The reason people follow me, the reason why my Twitter blow up is because I'm very relatable. I'm a broke video editor. There's so many broke video editors out there, and I'm a broke video editor that's documenting his journey. So people can actually like put themselves into my shoes, and because we can just basically relate to each other. I can relate to their struggles, they can relate to my struggles. That's why people are follow me. That's why I get DMs every day saying, oh, I relate to you. I feel your pain and stuff. And the thing is, you might not want to follow my strategy. This guy told me, he said, Ben, you have been blowing on Twitter, but the thing is, all your followers are quantity but not quality. There are some Twitter video editors out there that have 130 followers and they make 5 times more than me. And the reason being because their follower is quality, it's actually prospects, not other broke video editors. I would say 99% of my followers are broke video editors. And like Melly said, you do not want your follower to be filled with broke video editors because it does not help you monetarily. I don't mind because I really want to help you and I really want to like give back to the community. So I just naturally gravitated to this niche without even thinking it. So I came to this niche organically, and you want to like be more self-conscious than me, and you want to like choose your niche. So if you want to be like me, which I wouldn't recommend unless you really want to help people, maybe document your journey. You want to like share your struggles. You want to like this right now. You want to create guides and just share how you got to a certain point. I would really recommend you to go to the other niche, which is the money paying niche, because I'm telling you, my followers do not earn me money. If you want to monetize your followers, you want your follower list to be full of prospects, full of like creators. And the way you do this is kind of hard, but some of you might find it easy. You want to post crazy good edits. You have to be a very good editor. So what I mean by this, you only post like good edits. And the thing is, if the edit is really good and you're following the 3 strategies that I just laid out to you, your post will get boosted to the top, and prospects and clients will see it and they will follow you. And this is the best position, in my opinion, to be in. Your followers is filled of prospects. You get like inbound leads every single day, like 5 to 10 inbound leads. I've talked to these people before. If I were you and like I want to make as much money as possible, I'll go into this niche. You want to improve your editing and start posting really fucking good edits and follow the 3 strategies to get the edits out into the Twitter space. And there are some other niches like be entertaining, be funny, but you just kind of want to like find a way to connect with your audience and just form a relationship with them. I would say like about 90% of you or maybe more will not do the action or the strategies that I laid out, because you kind of want like the golden ticket to get to 500 followers. You want the golden strategy. Let me tell you this, there are no like shortcuts in life. What I laid out to you is going to require hard work. It's going to require consistency. It's going to require you to actually put the work in. I really want you to succeed. So please do all 4 strategies. Do it consistently for a month. And I promise you, because I've seen this so many times to other people, even though they miss the 4 strategy, they still get 100 followers, 200 followers. If you just follow these 4 strategies, I promise you will grow on Twitter. Probably the next year I'll make a branding guide with like case studies and stuff. So look forward to that. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.